Your vision is weak. Okay, I don't even know your vision, but I read the visions of many companies on a regular basis, and it's painful to see how much potential is being lost. Many companies only have a vision because they wanted to get a quality certificate, and that requires to have a vision, so they wrote something down. It's true. You will garner countless advantages from an appealing, motivating, jointly developed, realistic idea of your company's future. And precisely because this seems so banal, it surprises me every time to see how rarely and how badly it's done. What is the picture of the future that all your projects and initiatives are directed to? What is the idea that channels and fuels all your projects? A highly networked system, and this is your company, cannot be managed by goals and action plans alone. If all you have is a weak vision, you'll forgo a lot of fun and profitability. Let me describe the worst shortcomings of your mission and vision, and let me also describe recommendations for correcting and avoiding these mistakes. And you check which of those shortcomings and mistakes apply to you and your company. Too bad. You don't even have a vision. You can live without a vision, but your company can't. Human beings go on living and can be very happy, even if they don't have a vision in the true sense of the word. Companies, on the other hand, are communities of people, and without a mission and without a vision and guidelines, they cannot take shape. Companies virtually die without the clear mission and vision because they're lacking a defining foundation. Without a vision, employees fill the vacuum with their own ideas of the future, each with his or her own. So only a long-term idea of a desired future can provide the necessary orientation, the focus, the harmony of purpose. A vision works like a magnet for attentiveness, like a pattern to a puzzle. If used correctly, your vision is the strongest leadership tool that you can have. Don't voluntarily forego the enormously positive effect of a clear mission and vision. Don't lose your team's engagement. Don't lose your team's performance, not their strength and not their energy. Too bad. You're underestimating the benefit of a vision. It is the mind that creates the body. This is what Friedrich Schiller wrote in Wallenstein's Death. Schiller was ill his entire lifetime. His vision gave him the strength that he needed to endure his pain and to become one of the most prolific and successful German poets, nonetheless. The vision is the immaterial cause of all material effects. In other words, for everything that happens or does not happen in your organization. Your vision is the joint mental map of your team. It's showing a future that is desired, appealing, realistic. And it will significantly increase the efficiency of your discussions too. Your vision empowers your mental focus. It's a complex world and we need mental focus. With your vision, you can consolidate all of your strengths that manifest in time, brain power, or money. You can work far more effectively and be far more successful. Really, your vision is your most profitable investment. Too bad. You have to look up your vision. Your vision can only have a real effect if you know it by heart. Seems obvious, right? And yet, time and again, I see even top leaders that they have to read up on their own mission and vision. Do you know your vision by heart? Can you see clear pictures in your mind's eye? What about your colleagues? What about your employees, those you work with closely and those you work with less closely? Essentially, you should not rest before you're able to give a motivational speech about your mission and your vision. On the spot. And as you know, visualization can be very helpful. Too bad you're mixing up mission and vision. Your company is built upon its mission and its vision. In the end, that is how it is defined. Your mission is the fundamental long-term purpose that you fulfill for your customers. The mission describes the game, and the game rarely changes. Your vision, however, is your concrete image of your company's appealing, jointly desired, and realistic future. Your vision describes what kind of player you want to have become in the game that is described by the mission. Your vision is changed periodically. You need to adjust it to what you have learned. It depends on the context whether mission or vision play a more important role. Employees at Apple are more excited about the mission that says bringing the best personal computing experience to people. People at Automobility at Siemens are maybe more enthusiastic about the vision zero emission, zero accident. It's not before years from now that this can be achieved. This is why it is a vision. Too bad you're mixing up vision and guidelines. If your vision includes statements like, "We are fair," like it does at Harley-Davidson, then you do not have a vision. After all, you want to be fair right now, all the time, not only in the distant future. Desirable behavior such as "we are fair" or "we work in an ecological and socially sustainable manner," these are guidelines. They are strategic, organizational, or cultural standards. Guidelines and vision satisfy two fundamentally different human needs. Guidelines offer the framework for the daily cooperation of your team and the strategic behavior of your company in the here and now. The vision, however, offers the long-term goal of the daily operations, while the mission describes the purpose. When the core statements of an organization are unclear and unstructured, the organization that aligns accordingly is unclear as well. And this is the best way to lose the competitive game. Too bad. Your vision is an egocentric dream of significance and wealth. Become the world market leader, the greatest, the most profitable, the fastest growing, the richest. If your vision sounds like that, it's fundamentally flawed. The mission of your company has to include a notion of creating real value and positive emotional effects for your clients. You need to be useful to society. Turnover, revenues, this is just quid pro quo. High revenues, they reduce cost and increase profit, but it's great for stockholders and it's great for top managers. Your employees, however, they couldn't care less. In complex tasks, money does not motivate and does not make work meaningful. In an MRI, in a brain scan, you can see that people feel great when they are doing their thing and at the same time doing something good for others. And this is why your vision must be to make as many clients as possible a little happier. Yes, that even works when you produce machine parts. Importance, wealth, and success will come naturally. Too bad, your mission also works for your butcher. We are a leading manufacturer of products of high quality and ultimate functionality. That is what excites our customers on a daily basis. Their satisfaction is the focus of our work. Or something like that. Missions like that are commonplace on websites and on glossy posters in the offices of executives. These visions and missions, they say nothing of substance at all. Often they don't even mention the business. Even your butcher could say the same. Ricardo says, we fascinate our customers with pioneering solutions for better seating. A wonderfully clear mission focused on the customer's benefit. Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. This mission is broad on purpose, for Google has extended the limits of its mission more and more. So your mission needs to tell exactly what business you are in and what your unique role is. Too bad. Your mission and vision also work for your competitors. The German company Varema, they say, we are the sunlight managers. Varema, they have defined their own market. And even Varema's partners define themselves that way, the sunlight managers. Such a unique mission provides enormous power of focus and attraction. Clear mission and vision are your most powerful tools also for differentiating yourself from your competitors. This is leverage for a successful and profitable company. If you're not successful in assigning a unique value proposition and a unique identity described by mission and vision on a general level to your company, then it won't happen in more detail either. Then you've just missed a great opportunity. I know, it's not easy. It requires imagination and thorough work, but it's infinitely valuable. Too bad. You have a clear mission and a clear vision, but they don't matter. Have you ever heard someone saying, well, okay, just because it's written in the mission doesn't mean we have to do everything in line with it? Those who say something like that have not understood the significance. And even worse, with such a statement, they keep it from ever unfolding its potential. That way, mission and vision are degraded to fair weather declarations, which can be interpreted in any way and are not really to be taken seriously. The mind creates reality, and the vision creates the business, the revenue, the cost, the profit. The decisions documented in mission and vision, they determine the existence and the development of your company. They constitute it. Consciously recall mission and vision before every single strategic decision. Begin and end every presentation with it. Make it absolutely clear that your mission and your vision are the existential foundations of your work. Too bad, your vision is not a picture. If you're putting together a puzzle, you need a table, you need the pieces, and at least one person. And you need a template, a picture. You would never let anyone you like or someone you pay by the hour try his or her hand at a puzzle without a template. It would be highly inefficient and foolish. But in most companies, employees are forced to puzzle without a pattern because the only guidance they have is a bunch of nice words and numbers. In daily operations, they have to poke around in the fog and cannot see, let alone walk, the most effective and efficient path. Vision derives from the Latin word videre, which means to see. So present your vision and your mission always with images, graphics, or videos. It helps to visualize, to remember the vision. And the vision becomes stronger and more conscious than just with words alone. You will save cost and nurture energies. Everybody knows that, and yet most executives don't act accordingly. Too bad. You think your slogan is your vision. No. The vision is supposed to give you, your colleagues, and all your employees a meaningful long-term goal that is worth the commitment and the effort. Many people fall prey to the temptation of suggesting advertising slogans as the vision. A phrase summarizing what you're doing can and should be titled of your vision, your mission, but your vision should never be just this one single sentence. Your vision cannot be a slogan like advantage through technology, or the joy of driving, or nothing is impossible, or the bank at your side. These slogans have too little substance to communicate an effective mission or vision. Those who shine on the outside have to sparkle on the inside. So slogans serve an advertising purpose. But your vision, however, should primarily work on the inside. Your mission may be public, but for the sake of your competitive edge, only a small part of your vision should be public. Too bad. Your vision has 100 authors. Some consultants favor large group workshops for developing a vision. I clearly and strongly advise against that. We will be market leaders. We set the bar in XY technology. We strive for excellence. Happy employees make happy clients. If you think of your vision as a few beautiful and honorable thoughts and sentences, then you can also work with large groups. Even 100 or 100,000 people can agree on the obvious. But that is not what turns your mission and vision into your most significant and powerful leadership tool. Instead, it's the hardest and most difficult decisions that should be coded within your mission and vision. Those are the decisions a large group can never make. Large groups always end up with a democratic consensus on the lowest common denominator. As a leader, it is your first and most important job to develop mission and vision. This you cannot delegate. You can collect ideas, of course, but it is the leadership team that has to author mission and vision. Not only is this the most important task, it's also a lot of fun. Too bad. Your vision doesn't hurt anyone. Did you develop your vision according to the following formula? Today's company, plus a few elements you'd like to have, minus a few elements you'd like to get rid of? Was everyone able to contribute equally? Yes? That means you have a dangerous vision. A vision needs to comprise clear decisions. To make decisions, you'll need alternatives. So don't just develop just one mission or vision, but develop 3, 5, or 8 alternative candidates. Let your vision candidates compete with each other in pairs, as if in a tournament, in several disciplines. And one of these disciplines tests the performance of your vision in several different future scenarios of your market. The winner in this tournament will be the core of your mission and vision. And everything else will be decided, which means not pursued, cut off, not made a reality, even if it is painful. Don't be without difficult and painful decisions. Only that way you will arrive at a crystal clear, well-founded, and most likely unique vision and mission. Too bad. Your vision doesn't leave anything behind. It's rather unlikely that you can, should, and will take everything that defines your company today with you into the future. If you have developed your vision from a present viewpoint into the future, if your starting line was today's company, your vision will be dominated by the present. If, in addition, many actors from many divisions in your company contributed to this vision, you can assume that they wanted to make sure their future role would be included. That means you simply transposed today's company into the future. Develop your vision from a future viewpoint. The vision then discards and leaves behind what does not fit into the future. Don't consider today's version of your company in the first place. Only then do you proceed to include what you want to or have to take along. Leave behind anything that doesn't fit while integrating everything that should be incorporated, that should be part of yourself, of your company in the future. Too bad your vision is revolutionary. The most conservative vision may be your best. Daimler, the manufacturer of Mercedes cars, could be in a terrific shape if they had not aspired to be an integrated technology corporation. 60 billion euros could have been invested in better cars and services. There's a strong longing for a vision that inspires goosebumps and ecstasy, a vision that serves a desire for adventure. Visions like that are usually demanded by those who don't have any responsibility for the potential failure and the potential loss of a huge amount of money whatsoever. No, revolutionary visions should only emerge from necessity, only if today's business has no more chance. And of course, a startup with an entirely new technology, a disruptive business model, needs a revolutionary vision too. So don't ask too much of your clients. Don't ask too much of your employees and your owners either. Have an ambitious but realistic measure of challenges. Consider your history, your present, your skills, and your culture. Too bad your business divisions do not have their own mission and vision. Given the many business divisions General Electric has, they have no choice but to make such a general statement like this. We have a relentless drive to invent things that matter, innovations that build, power, move, and help cure the world. We make things that very few in the world can, but that everyone needs. But your mission and vision, they have to mean something to your employees. Yet, if all divisions are combined on a corporate level, in statements on the corporate level, it won't. With every division that is added, the statements become more general and weaker. The real work is done not on the corporate level. The real work is done in the divisions, in the units, in the entities, or in the unities, if you will. At Villeroy & Boch, one division deals with dishes and the other with toilets and sinks. So an overarching mission and vision in such cases is necessarily less clear than the statements on the divisions. So define the framework first. Give the guidelines. But then provide each division with a separate and their own mission and vision. And finally, summarize it on the corporate level. Too bad your vision is not future robust. We've heard them all. The stories about the visionary hero. With unbelievable genius and imagination, he has seen what nobody before could see. His admiring followers in his wake, he has revolutionized the world. He's like a Steve Jobs. A great deal of success and leadership literature is made up of stories like that. However, behind every single of those success stories are likely 10, 100, 1,000, or even more cases in which the ingenious visionary has missed a decisive factor and therefore ended up as a desperate debtor. Given the complex nature of today's businesses, founders and leaders have to be careful in developing their vision. Base your vision on solid assumptions about future changes in your market. He who does not protect his vision against surprise and disruptions accepts high risks and unjustifiable risks. So make your mission and vision future robust. Too bad. Your vision has not had a checkup for years. A widespread misconception is to believe that a vision is only successful if it is made come true exactly as it was developed years earlier. This may be true in a few cases, but it would be unusual, surprising, if we didn't learn anything in the years between the development of the vision and its original time horizon. No learning in 5 or 10 years? We learn new things every day. We develop a better understanding of the customer, the market, the environment, technologies, and even our own business. It would be foolish not to incorporate what we learn, not to incorporate it into the vision, into our mission. A vision is supposed to unfold its effect primarily in the present. It is supposed to help us decide today which step to take. It is supposed to make a difference today. Realizing it the way it was conceived is far less important than people think. Your vision is a periodic work in progress. It has to be checked regularly, and if necessary, it has to be amended, adjusted, or even changed. Too bad. Your vision has been in development for years. I have seen leaders who spend years, many years, searching for the perfect words to describe their mission and vision. As important as the quality is, worse than an imperfect image of the future is to have no notion of the aspired future at all. Virtually no software company today develops perfect specifications before they begin programming. They develop an initial rough vision, then they create prototype after prototype until they've created something that they could market. And then they go on learning. If there is no notion of the why and the what for, there is no motivation. There is no need to make an effort. There is no energy. So please be pragmatic. Minimize the compromises, but then live with them. Always have a bright future.